days were long, the nights were tough. We dreamed, we prayed, and that was enough. Through every test, through every fight, we found our way, we reached the light. And now we stand with heads held high. With grateful hearts we testify. For every step we know it's true. Our teachers and parents, we thank you. We made it through, together we shine. Our dreams are here, the future's mine. With love and faith, we'll see it through. This victory.
Guest speaker, Justice Munyao. I know he's not here, but he will be joining us shortly. Our Executive Committee Chair, Mr. Shantisha. Chairman of the Board of Governors, Mr. Rajan Shah. Members of the board, parents and guardians, distinguished guests, members of staff, and our dear students. Good morning. Good morning. It is a beautiful day, so can we bring out that energy? Good morning. It is both a privilege and a great honor to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate one of the most important milestones in our school calendar, our annual speech day and graduation ceremony. This is particularly special for me as it marks my second speech day since joining Shalalji. Over the past 2 years, I have come to appreciate that speech day is far more than an award ceremony. It is a moment of reflection, celebration, accountability, and vision. It is a day when we pause as a community to take stock of the journey we have traveled together. We celebrate our achievements, acknowledge the challenges we have overcome, recognize areas where we have grown, and identify opportunities for further improvement as we continue our pursuit of excellence. When I joined Shalalji, my commitment was very simple: to help build a school where excellence is expected, character is nurtured, and every child is known, valued, and challenged to reach their full potential. And as I look around today, I am encouraged by the progress we have made together, and even more excited about the future that lies ahead. One of the principles I strongly believe in is that great schools never stop learning. Just as we expect our students to grow, we too must continuously evaluate ourselves, learn from our experiences, and challenge ourselves to become even better. It is this commitment to continuous improvement that drives us as an institution and ensures that every year becomes better than the last. Today, we celebrate the remarkable achievements of our learners. We honor those who have excelled academically, those who have distinguished themselves in individual subjects, and those who have demonstrated exceptional effort, resilience, leadership, character, and growth throughout the year. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we gather to celebrate the graduates, our year 11s and 13 students. Can we first just give them a clap of applause? To our graduating students. We can continue. To our graduating students, Congratulations. You have worked diligently, embraced challenges, developed new skills, and you have grown both academically and personally. Today marks the completion of one chapter and the beginning of another. As you transition, you will encounter new opportunities. High expectations. You thought this was harder. Harder is coming. And experiences that will challenge you to discover even greater potential within yourselves. My prayer for you is that you will carry forward the values you have learned here. Remain curious, remain disciplined, remain kind, continue striving for excellence in everything that you do. We, as a school, are very proud of what you have achieved, and we are excited to see the young men and women you will become. To the rest of our students, while not every one of you will walk away with a trophy or a certificate today, I want you to know that every single one of you matters, and every step of progress you have made this academic year counts. I always say growth cannot always be measured by awards. Sometimes it is reflected in improved confidence, better reading skills, stronger friendships, greater resilience, improved behavior, increased effort, or even the courage to keep trying despite difficulties. And that is still an achievement that we must acknowledge and recognize throughout this academic year. And these achievements, I dare say, they deserve recognition too. To our parents and guardians, I encourage you to celebrate not only the awards your children may receive today, but also the growth journey that has taken place throughout the year. You have witnessed firsthand the progress your child has made, and your affirmation, encouragement, and support remain critical to their continued success. So please take time to identify your child's journey throughout this academic year and continue cheering them on. To our parents and our guardians, allow me to express my sincere gratitude for the trust you have placed in us. Thank you for the partnership you have given unto us in shaping the lives of your children. Thank you for the sacrifices, your support of the school programs, including disciplinary matters where I have seen parents encouraging us and agreeing with the measures that we've taken. And not only that, after the disciplinary, the restoration process as well, I have seen partnership with parents, and for that, I want to say a huge thank you. Your engagement with our teachers and your commitment to ensuring your children receive quality education cannot go unnoticed. The success we celebrate today are the results of the partnership, and we remain committed to strengthening it as we continue nurturing well-rounded learners who are prepared not only for examinations, but for life itself. As beautiful as this day is, I would also like to acknowledge and thank our dedicated members of staff. The achievements we celebrate today are a direct reflection of your commitment, professionalism, care, and tireless effort. You continue to inspire our students, stand as a role model, you guide them, challenge and support our learners every single day. And for that, we are deeply grateful. Can we please just clap for our teachers first? As we look ahead, Our commitment as a school remains clear: to continue raising standards, strengthening programs, investing in our people, and providing an environment where every learner can thrive academically, socially, emotionally, and morally. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, I would like to hand the mic back to our MC. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.
This victory belongs to you.
We appreciate once again our distinguished
Well done, well done. Those are our own.
The chair, the social committee, Mr. Shanti Shah. The board chair, Mr. Rajan Shah. Board member, Malti Shah. School principal, Madam Molly Okumu. School admin, Madam Alice Okidia. Chair of the PTA, Madam Jane Rose Morioki. Members of the PTA present, teachers, parents, students, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon once again. Good afternoon. I've not heard you. I hope you're all well. I am well myself. As you've heard, I'm a judge of the Court of Appeal, but most importantly, I'm a parent in this school, and I've been a parent for more than 10 years here. When I brought my children here in this school more than 10 years back, my hair was all black. Now it is almost all gray. Maybe the next time I'll be called upon to give another speech, it might be all white or non-existent, absolutely. We will know in the course of time. You've had a very wonderful speech from Mr. Rajan Shah, and I want to change that a little. So I'm not going to give you a speech. We're just going to have a little conversation, and I hope that is fine. And before I go to my engagement with you, let me start by asking one or two questions. And since today I'm very generous, I might just give you something for that. So, this question will not be answered by anybody sitting in this front row, but it can be answered by a parent or a student. And this is my question. And I just want to know how well you know your school. In which year was the first student enrolled in Shah Lalji Nagpal Academy? Who has an answer to that? Yeah, just shoot up your hand, then I'll give you the opportunity to answer. All right, okay, you can answer. 1992. Very well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, as I said, I'm generous today, so come. I invite you. Yes. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You can say your name.
My name is Jessica Boni, and I've been in this school since kindergarten.
Yeah. So Jessica got it right. And she goes with an M&M.
Thank you.
So this is the day to be Jessica's friend, if you are not already her friend. Okay, so let me ask now. This is a very easy one. This one I'll ask a parent. So who owns this school? Parents, who owns this school? You've brought your children here, but do you know who owns this school? Any parent can answer this one. Yes. Sorry? Mr. Shanti owns this school. Okay, well, close. Good effort, but not quite there. So I'll invite another answer from a parent. This one from a parent. Because when you're bringing your children to this school, do you know to which school you're bringing your children to? All right. Any answer? Yes.
Mr. Raju Shah, who is actively working for our school, he is the owner of our school, what we feel.
Oh, no. Well, again, you've tried. Good effort, but not quite there. Yes. There's a hand on the left.
The Visa Oswald School Community.
Okay, but this one was to be answered by a parent. So
I was going to say the same.
okay. All right. Okay, come up. As I said, I'm generous today, and you can come with the one who leaked the answer to you. Okay, so you can say your name and parent to who?
My name is Rachel, Mama Nailan and Mama Nina. Nailan 7B, Nina for blue.
All right. So you'll go with one M&M. And since I think the answer was leaked, but here you are. You also benefit for leaking the answer. All right. So I have two more questions, and this one should really be easy. I don't know how well we know our school parents. This one again is to parents. Do you know how many, what the diversity of the school is like? And the question is, how many nationalities are represented in this student body? Do you know that? Any parent who wants to hazard an answer? And my gifts are quickly disappearing. I only have two. So if you don't benefit in this one, maybe wait until the next speech day when I'm here. No answer. Okay, then I'll hand over to the students. All right. Students, any answer? This one, if you are close, I'll still give you. Even if you don't, okay. So, gentleman here.
Like 6 or 7.
6 or 7. Well, good effort, but not quite there. Okay, I'll go to the far end there. Okay, wait. You know, the problem with being in front is that you always get the attention. Let me go back. So back to that gentleman right there with his hand up. 4. All right. Not really, not quite there. Okay, at the back again. 12. All right. Let's give him a clap. It's not quite there. It's actually 13, but I'll give you this one. Come up. The answer is 13. We have 13 nationalities represented in this school. So it is truly an international school. And the very last question, this one is to parents. Parents, surely you have to answer this one. The other one was yours, you handed it over. these goodies are going? So I need a parent to answer this one. And this is a very simple question. What is the motto of the school? Parent. Don't leak the answer. What's your name? Gopal. Gopal? Yeah. Okay, Gopal, answer the question. Thank you. A parent needs to answer this one because you are a parent and surely you cannot tell me that you do not know the motto of the school. So parents, answer this one.
Striving for excellence.
Oh, fantastic. Let's give her a clap. And you can come for the last goodie. The motto of this school is striving for excellence. So if you did not know some facts about the school that you brought your children to, now you know one or two things about the school. I'll give her a chance to say her name.
My name is Mama Tao and Mama Aisha.
All right, so here is your. And if she is not your friend, it's time to make friendship. You can see she's carrying something. Now let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a legendary master builder. This is a person whose hands were extremely skilled. He was so good that he was hired by a very large construction company at a massive fee. His masonry work was excellent. He cut each stone with a very fine eye. He placed each stone on top of the other so perfectly. When he laid the floor tiles, you found no gap. If it was a corner, it was a perfect 90 degrees. A straight line was a straight line. And I think for those who built, they know the experience they've had with fundis or masons who are not like that. But this was a perfect builder. And that is why he was hired by this premium construction company. And because of his excellent work, the construction company got the best contracts. They built the State House for the president. They built the town halls. They built all the magnificent structures in the city. But for some reason, this builder somehow always thought he's being cheated by the contractor, because the contract was of the contractor. And he thought that this contractor is making a lot of money because of my effort. And he's getting all the fame because of my effort. And because of that, he developed a grudge with the contractor, his employer. And this affected the quality of his work. It was no longer the perfect work that he used to do. And the contractor could see this, and so he called him one day, and he took him to Sarova Woodlands Hotel and bought him lunch, and they talked. And the contractor told him, I can see that we are angry at each other, and I can see that we are no longer working very well together. So I think we can agree that it is a good time for us to part ways. And the builder said, yes, he acknowledged it's true. And the contractor asked him, just do me one last favor, because I know that you have the best hand. Please build for me my house, because I've been too busy building structures for other people that I forgot to build one for myself. Just do me this one last favor with your skill. And the builder thought to himself in his heart, you know what? There is absolutely no way I am going to utilize my skill to benefit this contractor. So he resorted to poor workmanship. He was not keen with his corners. He did not use his fine skill. And when the house was finished, he called the contractor and told him, I have finished your work. So when the contractor came to inspect it, the builder found it strange that the contractor is not going inside to look at the work. Instead, the contractor just turned around and told him, this is your house. It is my gift to you for the years that you've worked for me. The builder was utterly shattered. What a tragedy. If he had only known that he was building his own house, he would have done it so differently. Why did I come up with that story? You see, sometimes we let anger, we let frustration, we let our sour relationship come in the way of us building a magnificent structure. And we forget that it may very well be our own house that we are building. This school is our house, and we are all builders. We have students. You're building your own lives. Every effort that you put in is a stone towards building your magnificent house. Parents and teachers, we are also builders. We are building the future of this school and the destiny of these children. So, if a teacher comes in and is lackluster in their work, then our building will not be magnificent. But as I've said, this is our house that we are building. And I need to ask you, what level of skill are you putting in to building this house? We have leaders in this school, and I have to ask this question. Are you leading with excellence? We have leaders in the student body. We have leaders in the parent body. And we also have leaders in the school management. I want you to ask yourself, are you leading with excellence? What is leadership to you? Is it a title? Is it the corner office? Is it that you wish to be the most influential and that is why you're a leader? Well, if those are your answers, then I'm sorry to tell you that that is not what leadership is. Leadership is about positive impact. True leadership is the ability to inspire a group of people to move towards a common positive vision. It is less about counting your followers, but more about developing your team. As leaders, let us reflect on that. We must lead with excellence. We must lead with the skill of the skillful builder that I just talked to you about. We are similar to a very common example that is given, a three-legged stool. One of the limbs of the three-legged stool reflects the parents. The other limb reflects the teachers and the school administration. And the third limb reflects the students. If any one of these three limbs fails, anyone, then this seat is useless. It can never serve its purpose. Anybody trying to sit on that seat will fall. It is a failed seat. And it is the same thing with this school. If we do not work together as the three limbs, then we will fail. And we will fail our star students and our star children. And we will fail to deliver students who can match up to the expectations of society. You know, when I was preparing for this, I had occasion to ask one or two parents and students and the school administrators some questions. And these were some of the answers that I got. And I asked, what is your aim and targets? I asked this to the school administration. And among the answers that I got is that they aim to invest in modern learning facilities and educational resources and continue to attract and retain exceptional teaching professionals. And I asked the school administrators, what are your challenges? And I was told one of the biggest challenges we have as a school administration is balancing the increasing cost of delivering high-quality international education while ensuring it remains accessible to families. And I asked one of the students, what would you want to be improved in school? And this student told me this, that you know what, when we fall sick and we have to be taken to the hospital, we have to be taken by the full bus. You know, a whole bus. See, I don't want to be taken to hospital by a whole bus and I'm just one passenger. So maybe it's a challenge to the school to invest probably in a 14-seater van or something. And I also asked the teachers, what do you want? What would you want? Say, one better pay. You know, we want good relationship with the parents. And one teacher told me that one of the things I would ask of the parents is that when they are driving to school, they can drive a little slower. And I remember a comment made by one parent who quipped that we have very many Formula One drivers in this school. That if Ferrari and McLaren wanted drivers, they do not need to contract Lewis Hamilton, but just get one of the parents of Charles. Why? Because we drive very fast in the dusty roads. But maybe it's a challenge to the school as well to see what they can do with the roads. And what do parents want? Excellent academic performance, confident, all-rounded, disciplined child, a graduate ready and prepared to face the challenges of the modern world, and a safe school environment for the children. We all have nice needs, positive needs, but they are individual needs. And this is the challenge of leadership. True leadership is not working alone, not pressing your point alone. You cannot press your point as a student or as a parent or as a school management in isolation. Leadership is about mending fences, being the first to build bridges, remembering that it's not all about yourself, but being the first to synthesize all views and lead towards a common goal. Which brings me to one important thing, serving with purpose. Why are you a leader? Why did you take up any leadership role in this school? Was it a self-serving venture? Did you have something that you wanted to achieve personally? Was it for your own sole purpose? Or was it for the purpose of serving so as to meet the needs of all? You can imagine a singer, and I think we all saw our singers here today, our students who did a fantastic job singing. And I am sure that all of us were focused on the singer. And the singer may have hogged all the limelight, and we clapped for the singers. But we forgot that the singer sang a song that was written by a songwriter. And we did not ask who the songwriter was. And we forgot that the singer was given a platform and a stage to perform. And we did not ask, who is it that set up this stage? Sometimes we only look at the singer and we forgot that we have roles to play as the songwriters and as those who are setting up the stage. These singers are our students. The songwriters are us parents. What kind of song are you going to write to your students to sing? Is it a song of love? Is it a song of hate? Is it a song of violence? What stage, school management and teachers, are you going to give to our students to perform? What kind of stage? Is it a stage that can collapse? Is it a stage that has a good foundation? Is it a well-lit stage? Our students cannot be able to perform if we parents do not instill the right song in them, and if the school management does not give the right stage for them to perform. We quickly forget that the singer, despite receiving all the limelight, is also the most vulnerable. What if her song fails her for that day? What if the stage gives way? These students, in as much as they are our singers, and they are the ones who are in the limelight, and they are the ones that we will grade, and they are the ones that we will say, they sang well. We forget that we must support them. We must provide for them the right song to sing, and we must give them the right stage and foundation for them to adequately excel. We have to ask ourselves, are we living up to that expectation in our roles in leadership or in any other role that we have in this school? I want you to measure yourself, and I want you to ask yourself, am I excelling in my role? Am I providing true leadership? Is it about me, or is it about the school? That is the challenge that I want to leave you with this afternoon. I wish you all the best, and to the students who performed well and who are awarded trophies, I applaud you. I applaud you. And to those who may not have been called up to stage, I know that you've worked really hard. And the fact that you are not called up to the stage does not mean that your effort is unseen or unappreciated. We appreciate all of you, and we appreciate all your efforts. Continue striving, continue building excellence, never give up, I have faith in you. Thank you very much.
Their wisdom bright as the break of day. Our parents' love to thick and thin. The reason why we rise, we win. So here we stand, a brand new start, with courage burning in our hearts. The journey's done, the dreams in view. Today we celebrate with you. We made it through, and together we shine. Our dreams are here with you.
Respected principal, members of the administration, dedicated teachers, supportive parents, honorable guests, and most importantly, my fellow students. As we gather today to mark the conclusion of another incredible academic year, it's impossible not to feel a profound sense of pride in how far we have come. Today is about reflection, celebration, and gratitude. We are here to look back on the challenges we've conquered, honor the people who made our success possible, and look forward to the bright horizons waiting for us. Every single person in this room has played a vital role in shaping the story of this year, and today you've taken time to recognize those contributions. Speaking of bright horizons, there are two groups here today that stand on the very edge of a massive new chapter. To the graduating classes, you made it. After the countless hours studying for rigorous exams, the restless anticipation waiting for results, and treading the delicate line between academic and social lives, I am pleased to remind you that you are finally done. Year 13. Being next door to your class has been an amazing experience, and you are all absolutely wonderful people whom I feel truly blessed to have known. Your ability to balance high-stakes revision with top-tier inter-class banter is truly unmatched. We will genuinely miss the energy you brought to our wing of the school. At the same time, let's not forget about our Year 11s, who are currently standing on a pretty massive precipice of their own. You officially completed your IGCSEs and are about to step into the deep end next time. Enjoy the break, celebrate your freedom, and get some rest, because the step up is real, but I know you're more than ready for it. Of course, the success of our graduates, and indeed of every student here, doesn't just happen in a vacuum. It requires a steady hand at the helm. That is why we owe a massive debt of gratitude to our principal and the members of the school administration. Your forward-thinking leadership has taken our school to new heights, and I trust that this is only the beginning of a new and improved era for our institution. But a vision can only become reality when there is an incredible team on the ground to execute it. To our dedicated teachers and staff, you are the true heartbeat of this campus. You don't just teach us formulas, facts, and syllabus content. You invest your time, patience, and energy into our growth as individuals. From the late-night grading, to quiet words of encouragement when we felt overwhelmed, your impact stretches far beyond the classroom. We also owe a huge thank you to our support staff, the team that keeps the school safe, clean, and running smoothly behind the scenes. We see your hard work, and we are incredibly grateful for everything you do. Steering a student body alongside our faculty is a group of individuals I have the distinct privilege of working with directly. To my fellow members of the Student Council, thank you. True leadership isn't about the titles we hold, but the service we provide to our peers. Whether we were planning events, brainstorming solutions to student concerns, or trying to bridge the gap between the student body and faculty, your dedication has been inspiring. I would also like to recognize Iman Kalama and Shalini Umbati for working alongside me in our efforts to lead the Student Council. As I said earlier, you're wonderful people, but you're also incredible leaders, and I'm thankful to have had you both by my side, not just as colleagues, but as friends. Finally, I want to celebrate the collective spirit of my entire student body. A school's culture isn't defined by its buildings, but by the laughter in the hallways, the camaraderie on the sports fields, and the way we lift each other up during tough times. Whether you are returning next term to carry on the torch or moving on to new adventures, just remember that you are the lifeblood of this community. As the famous quote goes, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare it today. I appreciate you for your resilience, your enthusiasm, and to making this academic year one we will never forget. Thank you all for listening, and enjoy your summer holidays. Thank you.
Moment. I joined this school when I was 2 years old. At that age, I could have never imagined that one day I would be standing here as head girl, delivering a graduation speech to a community that has been part of my life for 16 years. For as long as I can remember, this school has been my second home. It's where I learned, where I grew, where I made friendships that will stay with me for a lifetime, and where I slowly became the person I am today. While I am excited for what lies ahead, I would be lying if I said there wasn't a part of me that's sad. After spending almost my entire life here, it's difficult to imagine this chapter is coming to an end. Today is a celebration of how far we've come, but it's also a moment to pause and appreciate the people, the memories, and the experiences that has brought us here. When I look back at my time at this school, I realized that what made it special was never the buildings or the classrooms, it was the people. The people I've had the privilege of knowing and forming relationships with in this school have shaped me into who I am today and who I will become tomorrow. When I think back on these 16 years, there are few people who immediately come to mind. Miss Sally, who spent my nursery years chasing us around the playground, playing with us, and occasionally plucking out my loose teeth when they were hanging on by a thread. Miss Eunice, whose guidance and belief in me helped shape my character during my junior school years. Miss Stella, who has been part of my journey since year 7 and has always been a constant source of wisdom, encouragement, and support. Miss Esther, who made psychology so much more than just a subject and somehow managed to make me look forward to coming to school every day. Of course, Miss Molly, whose mentorship taught me what leadership truly means and helped me grow into the head girl standing before you today. And then, of course, my friends, who turned ordinary school days into some of my favorite memories and filled these years with more laughter than I can put into words. I would also like to extend my gratitude to every teacher I've not mentioned by name, every staff member, and every person who has contributed into making this school the community that it is. Your efforts may go unnoticed, but they're never unappreciated. As the American writer Dale Carnegie once said, everything that we do and everyone that we meet is put in our path for a purpose. Looking back at these 16 years, I truly believe that. Being head girl was not easy. There are moments of pressure, difficult decisions, and plenty of times where I wondered if I was even doing enough. Yet despite all of that, it has been one of my greatest honors of my life. What surprised me the most is how the role changed me. It showed me that leadership is not something people are born with. It's something they grow into. I believe every single person has the potential to be a leader in their own way. Sometimes all it takes is one person to believe in you, encourage you, and give you the opportunity to step forward. Confidence is not something that appears overnight. It's built little by little through challenges, mistakes, and the people who remind us that we are capable of more than we think. If there's one thing this experience has taught me, is that we are far often stronger than we give ourselves credit for. Sometimes, all it takes is the courage to take that first step. I would also like to thank Joshua, the head boy, and every member of the Student Council. It was a privilege to learn, lead, and grow alongside each and every one of you. Thank you for your dedication, your ideas, your willingness to serve the school, and for making this journey one I will always be proud of. I have no doubt that each and every one of you will continue to make a difference long after today. If there's one thing that I would like to say to the students who still have some years ahead is, as I said before, say yes more often. Join the club, audition for the play, go for that dinner, run for the student council, step outside your comfort zone, even if it feels uncomfortable. One day, often sooner than you think, those ordinary school days become memories. The events you almost skipped become the stories you tell, and before you know it, you're no longer coming to school for another term, you're coming to school to clear your locker. To my fellow year 13s standing here with you today, I feel an overwhelming sense of pride. Pride in how far we've come, pride in everything that we've overcome, and pride in the people that we've become along the way. I look around and I don't see classmates. I see people I've grown alongside, people I've learned with, struggled with, laughed with, and shared the most important years of my life. We all have come such a long way, not just academically, but as people. We have become more resilient, more confident, and more prepared for whatever comes next. Perhaps that's what today is really about. Not just celebrating what we've achieved, but recognizing that this chapter, which once felt like our entire world, is only the beginning. For so long, school felt like the whole world, and in many ways, it was. As we leave these gates, we are reminded that there's still so much more life waiting ahead of us. New places, new people, new challenges, new memories. Today marks the end of something incredibly special, but it also marks the beginning of something extraordinary. We don't need to have all the answers and we don't need to have everything figured out. We simply need the courage to take that next step. Because the future is not something we find, it's something we create. Thank you.